What up, everyone? It's your boy, Satem Ali, the Reverend of the Revolution. Welcome to your Daily Revolution. Today's topic, how to reduce stress, create space, and live a happy life. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And we live in a time of so much marketing and messages and endless distractions and crazy attention getters and clickbait and so on and so forth. And we live in a time where, as an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur and a business owner. So I run my own business. I got my team, an overhead, and I love my life. Like, I love it. It's what I do. It's who I am. And I think if I had to have a job, I think they'd probably fire me. Don't know if I'd be a great employee. I mean, I'm sure I could, but I love the life that I live in as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. But look, even if you have a job, right? Even if you work a 9 to 5 or a 3 to 12 or the graveyard, you're like an entrepreneur still too. Like, you really are. Because you get paid to do a task and to organize things that are disorganized and to do a job. So whether you're an employee, an employer, a business owner, an entrepreneur, I'm talking to everybody. Because as human beings today in this century, I'm shooting into the year 2019, there are so many distractions. There are so many things that pull us and tug at us, and there's bills. And like, I remember when I was single, and the decision was, hey, what do we like? The tough decisions were, who are we going out with tonight? You know, what girl am I going to holla at? And like, what are we doing for the weekend? And like, what trip are we going to take? That was it. Or what pre-workout should I buy? And then I got married. Then it was like, man, I got to provide for my wife. I got to maintain my business and my work. And then we had our first son. And like the world continued to evolve fast. And I'm changing diapers, and my son's got this skin thing and these bumps on his skin, and then it's got jaundice. And then we had our second child. Then we went through the mortgage meltdown, and then we were getting kicked out of our home, and I had to reinvent myself. Then we had our third child, and one of my sons had 2 seizures where he stopped breathing for like 45 seconds, and his lips turned purple. I mean, it's crazy. And then, we're moving from home to home. We're knocking door to door in Texas and Georgia. And I'm on this journey of life, this roller coaster ride. Then we moved to Southern California. I split ways with the guy that I was doing business with, which I have a lot of love and appreciation for. And again, I restart my business up. We're down here in Orange County. There's school plays. There's swimming. There's basketball. There's soccer. I lift weights in the morning. I'm training for this half marathon. I got clients. I got masterminds. We got immersion coming up. We got our conferences. I'm writing a book. I got a podcast, and it doesn't ever stop. And that's like your life too. Whether you have church responsibilities, community and civic services, whether you're in a high stakes environment, high stress job, you got teams that you lead, you got deadlines to meet and bottom lines to fill. And I wanted to shoot a podcast today about, look, how do you reduce the stress? How do you deal with all this and maintain sanity? How do you create space in your life so that you can be happy? So that instead of seeing life as this crazy, when is this going to end? It's never going to end. Because look, I've been in those times. In fact, just recently I was in one of those little funks or whatever you want to call it, where it was like, man, this doesn't ever stop. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here again. And I want you to know it's okay if you're there. It just means that you're up to some big things. You got responsibilities, whether you walk dogs every day, you drop kids off at school, you got kids in college, you got grandbabies, you're shifting jobs. This podcast today is going to be for you. So let's talk about stress. First of all, and first and foremost, stress isn't a bad thing. It just isn't. You see, the way you view stress really makes a difference. I work out with my 5 a.m. crew. And I'm mad love to the 5 a.m. crew. They're a bunch of gnarly dudes, great guys, right? Fit guys, in shape guys. We got business owners in there. We got CFOs in there, entrepreneurs in there. We got a dentist in there. And just these guys are amazing. And financial planners. So I'm surrounded by all these dudes at 5 a.m. and everyone's married. Everyone's got kids. Everyone's got clients and businesses and travels and got teams and has teams. And see, we work out and we stress the body. And the only way to grow is to stress the bicep, to stress the legs, to stress and to stretch the psoas and the hamstring and the hip flexors. Like, that's how you grow. So I want you just to consider changing the way that you view stress. Like, it's not bad. It's actually good for you. Now, how do we reduce that stress so that it's manageable? See, if you don't know how to manage the stress in your life, like manage it, like there's no way to avoid it. There's only one way to avoid it, and that's to be done with your life. You're going to have stress of bills and overhead and vacations and sending kids off to college and kids going through puberty and adolescence and all these things. So how do you reduce stress? Well, number one, as I talked about, you change the way that you view stress. Just embrace it. Just be okay with it. Now, I talked about creating space. So I'm going to share with you things that I do. I'm not going to share with you some article out there that I read. I'm going to share with you the things that Satema does so that this is real, this is authentic, and I can speak from my heart. So number one, look, I'm a praying man. I pray. I believe in God. I do. I believe in Jesus. I do. And I say a prayer. I pray often. I pray always. And prayer doesn't have to look a certain way. Sometimes I lift weights and I'm praying to God. Like, I'm in the weight room at 5 a.m. and there's days where I'm just tired. But I'm like, God, give me strength today. Help me to have a great workout. Help me to have a positive attitude and the right mindset. So I pray. Number two, I read incredible books and listen to incredible books and podcasts. Not all the time, for a period of time. Because like part of creating space is to be able to just shut everything off. So number one, I changed the way that I view stress. I don't look at stress as bad. I'm like, this is good. It means it's good for me. Number two, I'm a praying man. I really tap into the power of faith. And we ought to shoot another podcast on that. Number three, I really feed my mind books and podcasts. Why? Because it opens the doors of possibility. I'm listening to a book called Born to Run right now. And it's crazy. It's talking about these people that can run all day and all night. Are you kidding me? I can't even ride my bike. I can't even drive a car all day and all night, let alone, right, pump my body full of caffeine and try to do that. So as I listened to the book Born to Run, and as I was listening to David Goggins' book Can't Hurt Me, like, highly recommend the two books. I listened to David Goggins' book twice now. I wanted to hear him twice. It inspires me. And by you listening to great podcasts like you're doing with this one, and books and the great material, it's going to feed your mind, and then it's going to open up the mind to possibilities. Again, listening to David Goggins go from 300 pounds to 200 pounds, all that does is open up my mind. It gives me possibility. And hearing other people share their stories of success, it feeds me. Now, number one, change the way you view stress. It's not bad. Like stress, there's a great TED Talk out there. I can't remember the lady's name, but she talks about this in her TED Talk. It was amazing. It was good stuff. But the basics of it was stress is good for you. So, okay, number two, I'm a praying man, right? Just say a prayer. Like, look to the heavens, whether you believe in God or a higher power. Look, I believe in God. I'm a Christian man. I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. And I believe God truly wants us to be happy and successful. So I pray and I ask him for guidance. I ask him for blessings. I ask him for insight. I ask him for strength. I ask him to guide me. Number three, I feed my mind. Good things. Go to podcasts and books, and I read. I got 2 books with me right now that I'm going to read. It's part of my daily habits. Now, number 4, I meditate. I meditate every single day. People are like, well, what do you mean meditate? It's so weird. No. It's called creating space. Meditation creates space. Meditation reduces stress. Meditation buys time. I love to meditate. So what does meditation look like for me? I'm going to give you meditation for smarties. I don't like the whole dummies. Meditation for smarties. Meditation is not a position. It's a simple practice. I close my eyes. I close my eyes. Just kidding. I'm not going to sing Greatest Showman. But I close my eyes. And you can sit, or you can lay down, or you can stand, or you can fold your arms. There's not a position. And I just focus on breathing. I set my timer for 20 minutes. And I breathe. And more than 50% of the time, I actually kind of fall into a little sleep. That's okay. I start my days at 4:25, and I go hard. By the time I'm shooting this, it's 8:30. I've already read scriptures. I've already read with my family. I've had conversations with my son. I've already read a book. I've already listened to a book. I've already worked out. I've already stressed. Like, I've done a lot already. Posted on Instagram, posted on Facebook. And I already called my wife. She's working. I just called her, tell her that I just called, right? So when I meditate, again, I want you to notice how simple this is. It's every single day. It's not negotiable. Some people caffeinate. Some people medicate to deal with stress. Some people sedate. They take drugs and they suck down all kinds of alcoholic beverages. And like they go down and they go up. You don't have to do that. You can meditate. And I love meditation. It changed my life. Started meditating in 2014, like really committed to this practice of meditation. Now, there's all kinds of apps and all types of things out there that can help you. But I'm going to tell you now, if you were to sit and breathe for 20 minutes, and in the beginning, just try 10 minutes. It's really weird with, like, people say, I'm so busy, I don't have time. I'm like, if that's your mindset, you absolutely can't afford to not meditate. So let's do this again. Okay. Number one, I changed the way I view stress. Like, stress is actually good for you. Okay. Number two, what was number two here? Like, I don't even have this written down. I'm a praying man, right? I pray, and I pray often. I just believe in this higher power, this God who loves us. Number three, I feed my mind and open up levels of possibility so my mind can keep dreaming. I want to dream, so I'm getting ready to do a half marathon. I'm reading books about people who run long distances. Number four, I meditate. And I meditate every single day. And I love to meditate. And it's such an incredible thing for me. And I take time, and look, I lay down. Sometimes I may meditate twice a day. Now, I said something about meditation. Meditation buys time. How does meditation buy time and reduce stress? See, right now it's 8:35. I'm shooting this podcast. I'm going to meditate once I finish this for about 10 minutes. I'm just going to get grounded. I'm going to recalibrate everything, and I'm going to go back to work. In the afternoon, usually around 1:30, 2 o'clock, in between, right after lunch, instead of fighting the fatigue and being not effective, I'm going to meditate. And I'm going to meditate in a way that it's going to give me energy. It's going to give me strength. It's going to give me that little boost. And I love it. Like, meditation's incredible. And number five is exercise. Oh, man, look, if you're not like letting your body loose, like running, yoga, Pilates, cycling, the Peloton, CrossFit, lifting weights, hiking on a daily basis, you're really shortchanging yourself. Like, you're really doing yourself a disservice. You're really doing your family a disservice. And it's one of the greatest ways to deal with stress, is to move your body. Shake that body. That's how you do it. It's really, really simple. So, in review, number one, change the way you look at stress. It's actually something that's good for you, and it lets you know you're alive. Number two, pray. Pray always. Pray often. Raise your voice to the heavens and ask God for help. Ask the universe to give you strength, to give you insight, to learn the lessons. Number three, feed your mind with good books, even good music. Right? Good books, good podcasts, good audios. Just, again, you are what you eat, and you are what you listen to and consume on a daily basis. Number four, meditate. And I'd actually shoot a podcast on meditation. Like, really take time to meditate, to create space, to buy time, to reduce stress. Every single day, I love meditation. I love it. Set my timer on 20 minutes. Boom. Lay down. Boom. Up and rolling. Let's go. And again, today's going to be a 2 meditation day. I can just feel it's the end of the week. It's Friday. I got 3 sons. I have my beautiful goddess, my wife. I've got like work and businesses and events and my kids' sports and my kids' plays and then just being a parent. So I'm going to meditate twice today. And then number 5 is exercise. Like, move the body. Now, you got to understand this. Like, how you view dealing with stress is everything. And I look at dealing with stress like it's the most amazing thing. Like, I just know, like, it's how I get better. It's how you get better. So, simple podcast. Go try these things on. If it works, if you like it, dude, leave me a comment. Go leave a review on iTunes. Shoot me a message. I appreciate it. Like, this is about making you the most prosperous, the most incredible, excellent version of you possible so you can continue to make a difference in the world. I love you. I'm out. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.